Well, hello again, everyone. We are not all the way back yet. We're on the way back from our little road trip. So I'm going to talk a little bit about our road trip, maybe some ways to save money if you take a vacation, mini vacation, day road trip, whatever you want to call it. So I'll speak to that a little bit. Also, I believe that we are experiencing a full-on psyops. I believe we're being set up, distracted, maybe set up for something to come in the next few months. Also, I have a terrific passage that I will share with you towards the end of this video. Mrs. Dog is with me, of course, because we're still on the way back home. We just stopped. Say hello.
Hello.
So she may chime in as well. I'll get her input maybe. And but we're still making our way back. We just took a little quick break here. We got out to stretch our legs a little bit a while ago and take a drink of water and go to the bathroom, all that fun stuff. And we're not terribly far from home, but anyway, we had a good trip. Want to say thank you for all the birthday wishes for Mrs. Dog. We had a good time. She had a good birthday, and we had a good little road trip. I guess you could call it a mini vacation, sort of.
That's what we do.
That's all we do. That's all we take is mini vacations. You can call them road trips. They're typically north of us into East Tennessee a little bit, where we see some family. We have a good time. We treat ourselves. We go out to eat, but typically we only go out to eat maybe once a day, and that's kind of our meal for the day. And typically, with the portions that you get at restaurants, and a lot of them, what we typically do is we eat half of it, and then we eat again off the other half. We take it to go in a go box. We stay at a place that has a little kitchenette part where you can get a little refrigerator. We also bring a cooler too that keeps ice for a while. And then we make another meal out of it. And we also, before we leave home for that road trip, we pack a lot of our own food, our snacks, the breakfast food, so we don't spend money on breakfast. If we eat breakfast at all, we just nibble on something that we brought. And so we usually have that one meal at midday or dinner, and then that's it. And that's it. That's enough for us. We're on the go and all that and having a good time. But we pack our snacks, we pack a lot of our water, our drinks, and that kind of stuff before we take a trip. So you don't have to make those stops at the convenience stores on the way on your trip, and where you spend 3-4 times what you should on a drink and some dang chips and a Snickers bar or whatever you get, or what. So those are just a few tips. I'm forgetting, what else do? We do some other things. I don't know. We pack a lot of our own stuff.
Yep. We stay in Verbos instead of hotels.
We don't do the hotel thing anymore. They're just nasty.
Most of the time.
They're loud. Yeah, most of the time. We do Verbo, which we get better find. It's a lot cheaper, and they're cleaner. We stay at the same place, and they know us. We know them, and we trust it. It's safe. It's clean.
We don't even have to go through Verbo anymore
we don't even go through Verbo for them anymore. They know us. This dog just texts them and say, "We're coming at this time." And they're like, "Cool.
Which room you want?
Which room you want? We're ready for you." So it's all good. But yeah, it was a good trip. We had fun.
Got to see her daughter.
Got to see her daughter, one of our daughters. So that's cool. I think we're being set up. I think the psyops. We're probably being the subject of several psyops at one time. But the one I'm speaking of, at least right now for this video, is this ridiculous stuff that I'm seeing. Now, I don't watch much. We don't watch much or look at much mainstream media. So you'll have to tell me if this is in mainstream media as well. I couldn't even tell you, and we haven't kept up with a whole lot of news. But what I have been seeing, just opening up my phone at all, is from so many other media sources talking about this interstellar object that is heading towards our solar system, and they all parrot the same thing. It's like a scripted thing that they all say, and what it says, and they're all saying what I'm getting every time, no matter what I read or listen to. They all say the same thing, that it is an interstellar object heading to our solar system at a fast rate of speed, about 130,000 miles per hour, 12 miles long. That's a long object, and that it's not a traditional comet. The other things they say is that they believe that this is likely a alien or extraterrestrial, and that it could that it is potentially hostile to us, and they're all saying that. So I have questions. I'm like, so, and then it could be here within a few months, so by maybe October, November. So what's going on? Is this a distraction from something else bigger that's going on right now even, or that's going to happen in the next 2-3 months? Is that the case? Is this a setup for something like Project Bluebeam? I think that's what you call it, Project Bluebeam, where we're in for a big show. And it's not extraterrestrial, it's terrestrial, but it's just a big show to further dilute our minds and brains and vision or whatever. Is that the case too? But it has a lot of hallmarks of a psyops. It really does. It's sensational, it catches people's attention. Look here, don't look there. So what is it, if it is, what is it distracting us from, is a question that I have. I don't know. I believe it could be several things. It could be the files. You know what I mean by the files? It could be a distraction from this economy. This is still it's not a good thing right now, and I think that's going to continue to be a challenge for many people, for a lot of just regular people, most regular folks. I think those two things come to mind off the bat for me, as far as what it is, what are they distracting us from? It could be something totally different that we don't even know about yet, something that we haven't even thought about too. I don't know. What do you think, Mrs. D?
There's no telling.
Ms. Dog is of the opinion that yes, it is a distraction. Look here, don't look there. That's the first thing she said when she heard the story.
Yep.
Like the first time, like the first reading of it, like I'm looking at it and I'm reading it to her, and the first time she said, that's a distraction. Because that's a bunch of foolishness.
Because what about the drones?
Yeah, now Ms. Dog said the drones, what about the drones? That we've never really gotten a full debrief on that, right? When they said they were like day one, it didn't happen. They threw out some generic dog squeeze that made no sense, and it's like, they'll forget about it. Throw them bread, throw them circuses, they will forget about it. And a lot of people did, but a lot of us didn't, especially ones that watch this channel, because I see y'all in the comments, a lot of y'all will still say, what about the drones? What about Fort Knox? Where'd that go? Probably forgetting something. Those are the two that I see in the comments a lot, and I agree. I mention them a lot, well, fairly often. So I think that's mostly it, because let's entertain it for just a moment. How would they know, even if this is not, even if this is extraterrestrial, how would they just automatically know that, since it's so far out still from us, that it's hostile?
Right.
I mean, why are they saying that? Yeah, they could just say this is an interstellar object that we don't know what it is. It's interesting, and this is astronomy, and we just want to, this is just a news item. But they have to say that it's hostile and that it's 12 miles long and it's not a comet. Or they don't believe that it is a traditional comet. And that when it gets closer to Earth, It's going to be behind the sun, so the sun is going to be between the object and us. And they say that's by design, so we cannot get a good look at it. I mean,
It's funny.
I mean, it sounds like a Star Trek episode or something. I mean, because we used to watch a lot of Star Trek. I still watch some of the reruns.
Yes, you do.
Not so much the first Star Trek. It's mostly second generation. If you're familiar with Star Trek, you know what I'm talking about. If not, I'm sorry. It's tough. Anyway, but anyway, I thought that was one of the more interesting things that I read while we were on vacation. Now, there's some other stories going on. That's for another video. Definitely, that I'm going to hit. I'm going to talk about and weigh in on it. I don't know what else. What else was I going to talk about? I haven't really done a full-fledged video in a while. I've been doing geek out videos and other kind of stuff.
You were talking about the tax, Tennessee tax.
Oh yeah, we talk about the difference between. So we were visiting East Tennessee, and it's good to be. We're back on Georgia land right now, and it's kind of, we like going to East Tennessee, but we're glad to be back in Georgia. To tell you the truth. I mean, we really are. No offense to you, Tennessee. I know a lot of Tennessee people probably watch me, but I mean, your roads, you need to do something about your roads, for one thing. They kind of suck. I mean, not all of them. But we're lucky. I think we are lucky in Georgia. We take that for granted here that our roads are really nice, for the most part.
It's because they're always working on them.
Because they're always dang working on them. When we complain about them, we do complain about, there's road work going on. Well, they're improving them, or they're widening them or whatever. What else? I mean, the taxes. I know Tennessee does it. Your gas prices are better than here, that's for sure. By about 25 cents a gallon at least. I know in Tennessee there's no state income tax, I believe.
Yeah.
State income tax. They were also, when we bought a few things here and there, they were going through a tax-free weekend for school coming up, so we got a little break on a couple of things we bought.
Yep. Do we still toy with the idea of maybe moving?
We have toyed, yes. We have toyed with the idea of making a move into East Tennessee, but we're still on the fence about that. We haven't made a decision.
We can't afford it.
And we can't we straight up cannot really afford it like we want to right now, because we are just like we did this trip. We incurred no debt taking this trip, and whatever we buy, whatever we choose to buy or take this trip, it's all cash. It's all we don't putting it on debt. We're not adding to any debt. We're going the other direction. We're paying it down. So any move we would make would be where we're not taking on any debt. So right now, that's just not possible. We're like regular folks.
Still working full time.
We both work full time.
We'll have to for a while.
And we're gonna have to for a while. Maybe for a while. I mean, and I've said this before, retirement takes on a different, it's going to take on a different look for a lot of us.
Yeah.
For a lot of us that are our age, this dog now is 61, I'm getting close. I'm 60 and a half. I'm getting closer. I'm on the closer end of 61 now. But it's going to look different for people that are our age and younger. Is that it's going to, I think it's going to be more of not really a retirement where you just don't do anything, but for most of us at least, it's going to be something to where you shift into something maybe a little different, but you're still having to generate an income. It's not going to be just what you saved in Social Security. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. That's another video. I don't want to go too far in the weeds with that. But anyway, I'm going to go to a passage. And I want to go to a passage, and then here we go. I was going to say something else. But here we go. I'm in Psalm chapter 55, verse 22. Says, "Cast your burden on the Lord, and he will sustain you. He will never permit the righteous to be moved." I think that's encouraging. You should be encouraged by that. Cast your burden on him. Whatever it is, lay it at the feet of Jesus. whatever is worrying you, your anxiety, your depression, your illness. A lot of folks are going through illness right now, you know, or other things, financial, employment, family, you name it. It's life. It's this broken world we're in. So cast it down, cast it and put it, and he can handle it. He can handle it and take that load more off of you and keep it in prayer. And it does help. It does help. So anyway, we just wanted to do a video here before we got home and start all the clothes washing and the groceries and all that. You know how it goes. But I encourage you to take a trip, take a road trip, do a day trip if you can, as you're able, to get away from the cycle, to get away from the bombardment of stuff that is slapping us all in the rear end, all over the place, from front to rear. So, but yeah, take a little time to get out. All right. Even if it's for a day. Anyway, I will leave it there. Anything else?
Nope.
The dog said nope. Anyway, take care. Let's be safe. Let's be careful out there. Stay close to Jesus. I'll see you soon.